you see the light bulb when we're talking with them, where they're like, oh my God, this actually is going to save me so much time and bring so much automation, and it does change the way they work. Hi, I'm Cristina. I'm the Director of Solution Enablement and Activation here at Zaddons. And I've been actually working with HRIS, a solution specialized in timekeeping and advanced scheduling for almost 15 years now. This is a very good question, because one of my first customers when I started implementation was a healthcare that were doing a timekeeping and scheduling implementation, and I was working very closely with the scheduling team, and it was something that impacted my career a lot. I was working with people, and I remember the lady that was doing the scheduling part. She was very near her retirement, but she was keep working because she was the one that had the knowledge at the time for the scheduling team. She was very sick. She was having chemotherapy while going through that project. So I was working with her and her team, trying to put the process in place. And they were very accustomed to their Excel files and the way they're doing their process. And she was managing a team of around 3 people, but the turnover was very intense. She was changing teams every couple of months. And she was trying to follow their process to be in agreement with their union rules. And it was very difficult because by implementing a new system, there was a lot of change management to do, and the system was not optimized and compliant enough to respond to their union needs. And I remember that specific project was around the call list, and that was the one that it was promised that it was bringing a lot of automation and a way of giving them the data and assigning the right shifts to the right people. But in reality, this was not what was happening. They didn't find the right people. They didn't have the right data. They didn't have the right information in front of them. So they were still heavily reliant on their Excel files while trying to learn a new system and while trying to input that into a new system. From my perspective, there are 2 parts of staffing. Sometimes when you're doing a new implementation, the process is not simpler. It's a new tool with new rules, with new processes, and being able to support what's new. Sometimes it means hiring new people. So that's part of a problem. It shouldn't be like that, right? When the company promises you as a team, hey, by the way, we're getting a new system, your workload is going to go down. Maybe your team is going to go down, and it's not always the case. Maybe some part of the solution, it's the case, but some in scheduling specifically, we sometimes see an increase of the scheduling team because a tool, an HRIS, is going to respond to so many needs. And scheduling, it's a very complex one. So the automation, it's not always there. So that's that's a part of an answer, right? There's the staffing around the people that supports the scheduling. And of course, there's the staffing around having people on the floor and finding the right people. So that one, it's a bit different. So sometimes, yes, you need more people, specifically in healthcare. People are getting sick, people are living through life, and they do need support. And we know that right now there's not enough people in healthcare, and we need to prioritize those people and give them flexibility and transparency so they want to go and work in healthcare, and that starts very early when you're doing your studies and all of that. So there's 2 part of the answer here. I've worked in implementation for so long, and when you're doing an implementation, you are always trying to find the right solution for your customers. You want your customers to adopt the change and be happy and live a better life within their work. And also respond to their needs, implement a solution that works, but sometimes it doesn't, and there's a lot of workarounds, and they have to work with their workarounds, and you have to find ways to do things, and sometimes it's difficult to support. But when you're working with tools that come with automation, and that's what makes me very happy every morning working at Zaddons. When we are working with customers and we are bringing that automation in, it really does a change. People don't have to work with workarounds anymore. You see the light bulb when we're talking with them, where they're like, "Oh my God, this actually is going to save me so much time and bring so much automation." And it does change the way they work, and it does change the interaction with the other people. And they feel like they're helping, and their relationship internally changes. So yeah,